Let's take a look at the chart action for Cardano. All right, so we've been watching this upwards channel, something like this. We're bouncing in between this bottom support line right there and this top resistance line right there. We actually broke that bottom support line going to the downside right there. What we did was we set up some Fibonacci retracement levels, and I've been watching the 38% level and the 50% level and the 61% level, which is sitting at 192, 182, and 171. So we actually came down and retraced to the 38% level after breaking this trend line down here. I set up limit orders in these areas right here, and this limit order got filled, and we actually got a bounce going up to right here. We actually have resistance right here and right here. That gives me this trend line going something like this. We got some resistance right there. So let's see if we are going to get a rejection and come back down and retest this upward trend line where we got support right here and support right here, which gives me this trend line. So we're basically bouncing in between a possible triangle pattern right here. We haven't came down and retested this trend line, but if we do, we'll be looking at some sort of triangle pattern, something like that. And if we are looking at something like that, we could target from the top to the bottom, look for a breakout, either going to the upside or to the downside, drag that to the breakout, and then we'll be able to get a target, a possible target. It'll be one kind of thing that we could look at in a bigger picture. But yeah, so let's say we break to the upside at the kind of the right here would be like a lower point. 2.37 would be a possible target. I'm not saying it's going to break up. I'm not saying it's going to break down. But if we break it to the breakdown, I mean, if we drag it to the breakout of a breakdown, we'll be looking at something like 187 just of this target. And then that would bring us to this 50% level, something like that. I mean, or that's actually at the 38% level. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, that kind of lines up with the... So this takes us in between the 38% level and the 50% level. So I don't know. I mean, and then you can see that we got a wick down right there, pretty much the same level. It looks like we got support right there and a wick down right there. So I mean, this one would be a previous support level that we could watch. And then, like I said, that 50% level at .1 or 1.82 is another one that I'm watching. But like I said, we could also break through this one right now. I'm not sure. We're still watching this trend line right here. We're getting resistance, but it's possible we break through it, because if we take a look at the next chart, which is a Cardano to Ethereum, this is looking really interesting, and we've been looking at this on my previous Cardano videos. So let me bring this trend line down a little bit. All right, so we have a upwards channel. I mean, not an upwards. It's a big move like this. It basically looks like a flag pattern, in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. And we can drag from the bottom of the top of that. We have this trend line going something like this. We could use this as a target, something like that. I maybe drag it something like that. And then maybe we could drag that to the breakout, something like this. And as you can see with the volume too, we had declining volume right here, and then there's a breakout right here, or at least a big spike. There's a good spike in green volume. Anyways, we got some nice green volumes, some nice green volume candles coming in. But let's see if we could hold that momentum. The other thing I'm looking at is these red lines. So I drew this red line right here because we had a lot of resistance points right there, and we actually broke through that area right there. Now we got resistance, but we broke through it. So right now I'm looking at this resistance level right there, and then this wick right there. So that's these two next red lines. I think if we could break through these red lines, then the next steps would be maybe something like this. Maybe we could do a horizontal line at something like this. We have this area and this area and this area. I don't know. You could do this on a chart and see what you think. And then I'll make that a red line for maybe resistance. And so yeah, you could drag that up and down, use the horizontal lines, something like that in TradingView. That's one cool thing I like to use in TradingView. And so yeah, I mean, let's see if we could continue this upward momentum. We could kind of draw a trend line going from right here to this bottom support right here. we have support right here and then support right here. So we're not on that same trend, but it's looking like we formed another trend line, and we can drag that line up and until we break this new one. Now this is the line we're watching from here. So let's see how long we can kind of do that. Basically, we broke this trend line right here. We went down a little bit. Let's see. Let me kind of do this and zoomed in a little bit better. All right, so we broke this. We had a trend line going up right here. We were hugging it like that. We broke it, probably something right here. We could do something like this. We had this trend line like this, going up like this. We broke it to the downside like this. Like I was saying in my other videos, we're watching this top trend line now, or this top resistance line now. If we could break to the upside, that's a good signal. It's a buy signal, trading breakouts. And so we were trading in this horizontal line, kind of like a flag pattern, consolidation. And what we did was we broke to the upside. Then we could trade from the top to the bottom of this flag, but we also formed a new trend line. That's basically what I'm trying to get to. And yeah, so I'm watching these red lines for resistance on the Cardano to Ethereum chart. And then if we go to the total crypto market cap, we have been watching this in all my videos pretty much. And basically we're watching this upwards channel right here going like this. It looks like we've been testing this bottom support line right here. And we've tested it a couple times, and it looks like we're actually bouncing to the upside as of right now. But like I said in my previous video, we have resistance right there and resistance right there. Until we break this trend line going to the upside, then I'm figuring that we're pretty much in this triangle pattern where we have a downtrend and a big huge uptrend from before, this big trend going like this. Basically we're testing both of them. We're testing that downtrend and the uptrend. Let's see which way we go. If we go up or down, then we'll kind of have a way better idea of what we're doing. We have been testing this bottom line though, so we'll see if we break it or if we can hold support on it. One thing that could give us some clues are maybe the moving averages. Let's take a look at the moving averages. Actually, this one is I see this one is kind of I don't know what's going on with it. We broke below the 9 moving average, which I do not like, and then it looks like right now like we're right above it. But it looks like we're going in and out of it, which might be a sign of weakness. I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see what happens with this triangle pattern. That's the main thing I'm watching on this channel, on this chart. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Other than that, I'm watching Cardano very closely because it looks like it's testing this uptrend as well. And like I was showing on that Ethereum chart, it looks like Cardano is doing pretty good compared to Ethereum. So yeah, we're going to want to watch this line right there. If it breaks to the upside, we might need to dollar cost back average in, or that's what I will be doing. And yeah, it might be a good move though. So we might be able to, I don't know. I would like it to come down and retest this bottom trend line one more time to do a triangle pattern, something like this. But it's possible. I don't know. What do you guys think about that target? I would like to see it bounce one more time to the downside and test this and then break out to get that triangle pattern. But I'm not sure. Maybe we'd be targeting something like that if we could get a breakout right here. We're on the 4-hour time frame right now, and that's what I'm looking at. All right, if you guys like that video, hit that thumbs up. And if you're interested in doing video requests of like random coins that I don't know about, then hit on my Patreon, and there's details in the description. All right, hit that thumbs up button.